Hey, brother. Today's another day for all of us to walk into our world with fortitude. And I want to give you something that I think will help you in your fortitude. And we find it in Joshua chapter 5, verse 15. And the commander of the Lord's army said to Joshua, "Take off your sandals from your feet, for the place where you are standing is holy." And Joshua did so. Now, not every day is a Red Sea crossing. Not every day do you walk across the dry riverbed of the Jordan after a miracle of God. Not every day do you face a Jericho. But there are times in our life, there are moments in our life where God has met us powerfully. And that's what's happening in chapter 5. This commander of the Lord's army comes and meets Joshua, and he says, "I want you to take off your sandals because this is holy ground." And that's our word for the day. It's the word holy. And I want you to think about a time in your life when God has met you powerfully. And when we go back and we remember the holiness, the clarity of his speaking, the strength of his guidance, it gives us courage to go forward into our unknown. I remember now 60 years ago when I was a preteen, going to camp at Woodbine Ranch in Colorado. I remember as campers on the final night, we were being challenged to rededicate our lives to Jesus Christ. And we'd heard missionaries and pastors all week long. And now we were standing around a fire. And if you wanted to, you could throw a pine cone in the fire and give a brief testimony. And when you threw the pine cone in, it was saying, "I want my life to burn for Jesus. And I'm willing to go wherever he wants me and do whatever he wants me to do to serve him for the rest of my life." And I threw that pine cone in the fire and I dedicated my life to Jesus. And I can go back to that moment and almost relive it to the moment. I can smell the campfire. I can see the circle. Why? Because that was holy ground for me. God may have met you in a time of devotion. He might have met you in a time of failure. He might have picked you up out of a pit and restored you to your feet. He might have healed you from a sickness or illness. He might have rescued your business. He may have entered into your marriage in a powerful way where your heart was changed and your marriage was transformed. These are times of holy ground. I want to urge you today to take just a few moments right after this video is finished and remember a time when God met you, where you metaphorically took off your sandals and you stood before him in the cleansing clarity of his voice, his embrace, his grace, and his forgiveness. This is a holy place that God has met you. And you can relive that and be reminded of his power and strength in your life right now today, because the secret to our fortitude is not our strength. It's our security in the one who has called us and the one who's met us in powerful ways in the past and will meet us in a powerful way on this day. So God bless you as you walk forward into your day with fortitude. I'll see you tomorrow.